Hey everybody, welcome to Crown Life Chronicles. I'm Essence, and today I am going to Texlax my natural hair. Oh my god. Okay, enough of the dramatics. I have been natural for about a good 14 years, I believe. I went natural without hesitation. I kind of just went to the hair salon. I was like, cut it off. Big chop. Like, didn't even know what I was doing. I had one friend who was older and she had this puff and I was like, oh my god, your puff is so cute. I want to be like you. Like she was like my big sister. So I wanted to be like her. So I just had them cut it off and I've been natural ever since and I've never regretted it. I love being a natural. So you're probably asking, well, why are you putting a chemical in your hair? My hair has changed. Like, I don't know what it is, but I've been talking to a lot of people and they're all saying the same thing. Everybody's hair has changed. Like, it's not manageable anymore. When I brush it and detangle it with my Denman brush, what is this? When I brush it and detangle it with my Denman brush, you know, usually that means now it's detangled. I can get my fingers through it if I need to, yada yada yada. But now I can brush it out, detangle it, and come back in 5 minutes and I'm like, you know, I'm fighting with my hair. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to get my ends cut because I haven't had my hair cut in years. I'm not a trim type person. Not everybody has to trim their hair every 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, whatever. Not everybody has to do that to their hair. But so I haven't cut my hair, put scissors to my hair in a long time. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to cut the ends. So I went and I had like 2 inches cut off. So yeah, I went from being, well, at the time I got my hair cut, I was, yeah, I think I was about here. I was here when I got my hair cut. So now my hair is about here and I'm looking all over the place trying to see myself, but I think my hair is about here now. But when I went back into my camera and my camera roll and I was looking through some old pictures, I realized my hair, not even a year ago, was almost to, you know, whatever this length is, and it had actually broken up to here before I actually got it cut, and then my ends are so damaged. So I just don't know why. I don't put heat to my hair. I put heat to my hair in January, which gave me a ton of heat damage. I had some spots in my hair that were literally bone straight, and I actually yesterday was sitting and doing my hair and the long straight pieces were just hanging there, and I just took my scissors and was like, chop, before I even thought about it. So I was like, okay, I'm getting scissor happy before I end up chopping all my hair off and going bald. Yeah, I'm going to do a texturizer because I spent too much time trying to grow my hair out to be cutting it all off. I'm just not ready to be about that cut life. So without further ado, the products that I am using, I decided to go with the Just For Me No Lie Texture Softener System. And I did a lot of searching on YouTube before I came to the decision of what I was going to use, and a lot of people are using the Just For Me softener. I saw people using the Olive. I don't remember the brand because I'm not a perm person anymore, obviously. And what was the other one? I don't know. If you search YouTube, like, you can find tons of videos. There's tons of texturized videos out there. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm going on a Texlax journey. So because I haven't been a chemical perm girl in so long, this is now foreign territory to me. So that's what this channel is about, and I probably just talked in a whole big circle, but bear with me. I did not think this out. I just knew I need to get it on film. So like I said, I'm using the Just For Me. It was $8.49 at my hair salon. I mean, my hair store, my beauty supply store. I'm using this brush, which I don't know what Deidre called. Do you use it when you're dyeing hair? I used coconut oil, which I'm trying to figure out why I have my shower cap on. It's because I already saturated my hair with my coconut oil and then I took a shower. So I'm basically giving myself a little bit of a hot oil treatment before I do this. And I'll come back and tell you why I did that in a second. First, let me get out all my products. I'm using my duckbill clips. I use plastic. Do not use metal because it's going to react if you use the metal duckbill clips. If you use them while you have the perm in your hair, there's a chance it can react. So make sure you're using plastic, all plastic. And the Just For Me kit, it came with the softener cream. It came with the liquid activator, the color coat neutralizing shampoo. Can you guys see that? My color keeps going weird. I realized something about my phone, but anyway. And then it comes with this anti-breakage nourishing oils treatment with sunflower oil, macadamia oil, and bamboo extract. Now, before I move on to any further, this stuff, I'm probably not going to use this. Well, I know I'm not going to use this. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. It says that you add half of the bottle to the cream and you apply the other half to your dry hair. But again, I'm not using this. Why am I not using this? Because I am a natural girl. I don't use synthetic products in my hair. I make my own products. I have a product line that will be coming to the public soon. I'll be relaunching that line, but I don't use synthetic products. I like all natural products. So I won't be using that. I'm going to add some more of either my coconut oil or my lavender oil blend that I just made for myself. I'm going to use one of those in place of that oil that came with it. Now, the purpose of, let's start with the shower cap or the coconut oil in my hair. The purpose of the coconut oil in my hair, I do not want to be a straight perm girl. And that's why a lot of people chose to use this one, because it is made to not make your hair straight. Personally, you can use any relaxer. You just cut the application time and you do what I'm about to explain to you now, which is you coat your hair in an oil. What that does is it helps protect your hair strands from the actual perm or relaxer rather, so it doesn't just completely straighten and dry your hair out. And there's also a certain technique that I came across that I am going to show you guys how to do to make sure that your hair does not end up being bone straight after you put this in. What was the other thing? Oh, okay. And same thing for why you use the oil in the relaxer. It's so that it coats your hair, protects your hair, and it doesn't make your hair straight. It doesn't make your hair bone straight. And before I go on, what other thing that I'm doing, I'm using my baby foot exfoliant foot peel. If you don't know what this stuff is, you need to learn about your life. So you can either go ahead and do a YouTube search on the baby foot. This is what the box looks like. You order it from online. It's $25, I think, or $20, I think. And yeah, this stuff is great. I don't get pedicures anymore, but I digress. We can talk about this in another video if you would like me to, but I just wanted to bring it up because I love this stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. I'm going to mix my texturizer, or not texturizer. I'm going to mix my relaxer up, and I'm going to prep my edges and everything with, hey, I just realized something. Oh, I thought, oh no. Okay, it came with this Nourishing Essentials conditioner, which I'm not going to use that either, but I just realized, you know, a lot of relaxers come with the edge protectant stuff in here. It's didn't, so that means I need to go find some Vaseline to put around my edges so I do not burn my head. And I will be back after I've mixed everything up, and I'll show you guys how I put it on, okay? Okay, so I'm back. I mixed my, what is this? I mixed my texturizer. This stuff actually smells kind of good despite it being chemicals. But I mixed it. I only used about 3/4 of the activator. And the reason why I did that is to give me a little bit more time of application, because according to the instructions, the timing chart for fine hair is 4 to 5 minutes for the application time and 5 to 6 minutes for the processing time, giving you a total of 11 minutes. And for medium hair, it was 5 to 8 minutes for the processing time. So it was 13 minutes altogether. And then coarse or kinky hair was a total of 16 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes application and 7 to 9 minutes processing. Now, I only really wanted to leave this on no longer than 15 minutes, but 11 minutes and 13 minutes, you know, those numbers are really close. That time will go really fast before you know it, and then you'll end up over processing your hair. So I just decided, and I saw some other people do it, so to cut down on how long the processing was. So I digress again. I have my clips, I have my brush, and I'm going to put on my gloves. I decided, well, I didn't get up to go look for Vaseline because I have the little footy things on, and they are plastic booties. So walking around is a little dangerous because you slip and slide in them. And I didn't want to bust my ass on the way to the bathroom trying to look for some Vaseline. So I used my shea butter on my edges. And there you go. So I'm gonna look here. I've already parted my hair into sections. I took the middle section, which is my most coarse texture. Usually the crown of your head is the most coarse texture. So I parted the middle, and then I went around and parted around the edges. So I have 2 here, I have 1 here, and I made this one big one, but you know, just around my edges. So I'm gonna start with my crown. And I was going to show you guys what my hair looked like wet so you can see what my natural curl pattern is, but I didn't want to obviously wet my whole head, and I knew if I wet my hair, I'd have to show you different sections of my hair in order for you to see the different curl patterns, because each section is a different curl pattern. And I didn't feel like going through the hassle of having to wet my hair and then having to blow dry it before I did this. I thought that would be too much overstimulation for me to be doing right before I put this texturizer in my hair. And I just realized this is considered a texturizer. It's not considered a relaxer. So people will ask, what's the difference between a texturizer and a relaxer? Some people say there's a big difference, but when you really read the ingredients, it's not really, it depends. It just depends on who you ask. I'm not going to give my 2 cents on it because honestly, I haven't done perms, like I said, in so many years. Who knows what they're doing with them now. But this one is a texturizer. It just smells good. All right. So I am going to start with the back of this, and I know you guys probably can't see this. I wish I had somebody else filming so you could see what I was doing, but if you've ever put a relaxer in your hair, then you probably know what I'm doing. And I can't even see myself. I'm just gonna fill. I'm gonna use this brush, and I'm not gonna smooth. I'm just going to tap. I'm going to tap it on. Let me check the time. 27. 27. I'm just going to tap this on.
Prepárate. Let me see you jump.
Okay, so I just came back from rinsing my hair out with the deactivating shampoo, and I washed my hair with that about 4 times, only because the light is bad in my bathroom, so I couldn't tell around the 2 last runs if the stuff was still blue, and I wanted to make sure that all of the relaxer was out of my hair, so I just washed it 4 times, and then I went over it one more time with my Castile soap, And that was probably way too much shampooing, but I just wanted to make sure all of the chemicals were out of my hair, including the chemical from that shampoo. So I just threw a towel on my head. I didn't like wipe through anything. I just put the towel on my head to stop the dripping while I finished up before I came back to the camera. So let's see what it looks like. I don't really know how long that whole time was because I kind of wasn't paying attention to time, and I forgot just that fast what time it was. Wait a minute, y'all. Just, you know, had to get the eyebrows back off. Like, oh. All right, so yeah, I don't really know how long that was. I just hurry up and went and did it. When I go back and watch this video, I'll be able to time how long it was from beginning to end. And ooh, okay, I'm gonna look at my camera instead so I can see how close I need to get. And yeah, I still have my curls. This is pretty much what my hair looks like wet. But I can tell the difference in, I want to say the thickness. I don't know if that's the right word that I'm using, but it doesn't feel as thick. I don't mind that my edges aren't straighter, because your edges are probably your finest and straightest parts of your hair. So it doesn't really take a lot to straighten my edges. All I have to do is brush them down. But I want it to maintain as much of my curly texture as possible. I don't want it to look like I have a relaxer in my hair. Of course, if somebody asks me, I'm going to tell them this is Texlax. This is not, you know, my natural curl pattern. But see here, I can't reach it. This is a strand that has been damaged with flat ironing, and it was only on this side. There was a patch up here, but like I said yesterday, I kind of went scissor happy because my hair wasn't doing what I need to do, and I cut it off. But you can see there's still some pieces here, and I think I'm just gonna go through with the scissors and chop those pieces out too. But on this side, all this hair is fine. There's no heat damage on this side. Let's see. I wish there was a way for me to hold my towel up so you guys could see, since my background is dark. Let's see. Let's try this. All right. Is that working? Oh, I should have really thought this through better. Okay, I can see them. Can you guys see the curl pattern? And again, I wish I had shown you my hair pattern when it was wet before I did the texturizer, and then you could see that it loosened very, very, very little. But it loosened just enough that when it dries, it's not going to go into a fro immediately. So, now back to the question. What am I doing with my hair? I was going to do a wash and go, but I haven't made any more of my, well, I haven't made any of my flaxseed gel. So I don't have anything to do a wash and go with. I haven't put any oil or anything in my hair yet. Let's see. Let me turn around to the, ow, it just ran over my foot. Let me turn around to the back. Sorry. So you guys can see. And of course, I'm not going to see what this looks like until I look back in the camera. So remember, this area was the crown. This area was the crown. And then my back. It feels like it might be some heat damage back there too, but I don't know. Let me see. Let's see if I can see my back. Yeah, I see some heat damage back there. That's all right. I'll go through and trim it. Okay. So the key things, sorry, my camera cut off. Said I was recording too long. Okay, tripod. So key things to take away from this. A texturizer does not make your hair curly, okay? You're not going to do a texturizer in your hair and all of a sudden you're going to look like, you know, Curly Sue. That's not how this works. If your hair is naturally curly, and by curly, This picture right here, this is what's the word that I want to use? This is not reality for everybody. This girl already has natural curly hair. So all this did was soften the curls. That's what it does. It softened your curls. That's why it's called a softener, not a curl creator. There is a difference. So if you have a kinky straight, I'm not a kinky straight. If you have a kinky hair, kinky 4C type hair, that is the zigzag pattern. If you don't know the hair types, the zigzag is the 4C, what they consider 4C. Your hair is not going to become curly. It's just going to become more manageable. Like, well, I can't even, I don't have a 4C pattern, so I can't even show you, but there are definitely, that's one of the main videos I saw. I saw a lot of 4C girls texturizing their hair. So there's plenty of videos on there for you to see what's going to happen when a 4C girl texturizes her hair. But I think I am a 4B. Let's see. Oh, you can't even see that. Well, let's see. Does that? Ah, there we go. Can you see my hair pattern now? So what's that, 4B? All right, I'm gonna go figure out what to do with my hair because it's starting to get dry. I think I'm gonna put do some more of my hot oil and maybe some shea butter, and I think I'm gonna sit under my, I'm gonna sit with my little golden hot dryer attachment. It was $8.99 from the hair store. You just attach it to the end of your blow dryer and boom, you have a dryer. So I think that's what I'm gonna do first, and then I don't know. So stay tuned for my next video. Please make sure that you like and subscribe if you like this video so that you can keep up to date with all of the new coming videos I have. Again, this is my natural hair to texturized hair journey. And surprisingly, I didn't pass out when I was adding the texturizer to my hair. Did you guys notice? Did you guys notice? Did you guys notice? All right, that's it for now, guys. Again, rate, subscribe, like, share it with your friends. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the description box. Oh, one more thing I forgot to add. Please, before you do this, disclaimer, before you do this, one, if you've never, ever done your own perms or relaxers or any of that type stuff, find a stylist. Don't do it yourself, okay? I do not recommend it. Do not recommend it. Before I became natural, I always did my own relaxers. I rarely had them done in the salon. So I'm a little bit more knowledgeable, but that is my own personal opinion. Number two, if you're going to do it yourself, make sure that you read all of the instructions. Even though I used to do my own texturizers and perms, whatever, blah, 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 I still made sure to read the directions just in case they change from product to product. Just like with this one, I almost didn't add the oil into the relaxer because I kind of forgot that I saw everybody else do it. Read the directions. Okay, and that's officially it. Okay, bye. I'm going. Bye.